Their mom lets them go spend 2 days with their grandparents because she's going on vacation with her friends. But the surprise happens when they arrive. What will they see there? Our film begins with Taylor, Becca, and their cousins. Their mom goes on vacation with her friend and leaves them to stay with their grandparents. Becca loves photography, and when they arrive, their grandpa warns them not to leave their rooms after 9 p.m. Becca wakes up at night to get some water and sees her grandma looking scary, so she screams and quickly goes back to bed. In the morning, Becca finds out her grandma is a bit sick, and she tells her grandpa what happened. He explains that their grandma is unwell and warns them not to leave their rooms after 9 p.m. Later, Taylor and Becca play together until they explore the rooms in the house, which turn out to be scary and maze-like. Suddenly, their grandma appears terrifyingly and attacks them, but they manage to escape quickly. Afterwards, Taylor and Becca explore the place and end up in the basement, where Taylor sees strange and scary things. They continue to explore and uncover the secret behind why their grandma acts aggressively. However, their grandpa calls them and tells them not to go into the basement again. At night, Becca and Taylor hear a terrifying sound coming from their grandma's room, and since it's 11 o'clock, they decide to partially open the door to see what's going on. Becca decides to record everything with her camera, and they see their grandma without clothes, scratching the door and walls like an animal. The next day, they all have breakfast together, and Becca asks her grandma why she rejected the groom who proposed to their mom 15 years ago, which is the reason why their mom is single now. However, as soon as their grandma hears the name, she starts screaming in a terrifying way and confuses. Afterward, they leave the room and hear the terrifying sound again coming from behind the door at 10 o'clock at night. They decide to open it to see what's happening and are shocked and terrified to see their grandma running around randomly, her hands clenched, her back hunched. They ask each other what could be causing their grandma to behave in this terrifying manner. The next day, Becca and Taylor go outside and meet their neighbor, Tessie, who has brought a gift for their grandma and grandpa to thank them. She mentions that she was with them during the period they spent in the hospital. Becca takes Tessie with them to the house. Then they hear their grandma laughing loudly and strangely, which frightens them. Later, Becca goes to find her grandma to understand why she's laughing like that, but she becomes even more frightened when she finds her grandma sitting alone, laughing for no apparent reason. After that, their grandma attempts to strangle herself, and Becca hears a sound from upstairs. She goes up and finds her grandpa heading to the courtyard to commit suicide, but Becca stops him. Then Becca decides to put a camera in the living room to find out exactly what's happening. At night, the camera shows their grandma emerging from the basement and then moving around in a terrifying and erratic manner, laughing loudly. She notices the camera and breaks it, realizing that Becca must have placed it there. Then she goes to Becca's room and tries to open the door, but they are terrified and she can't open it. The next day, Becca tries to fix the camera and succeeds, but she is horrified by the footage it recorded. She contacts her mom and tells her to come and take them away quickly because the place is terrifying. She shows her mom the camera recordings, and then her mom shocks them by revealing that the two people they thought were their grandparents are actually strangers. The mother calls the police to rescue her children. The children try to escape, but they are terrified when they see Tessie's body hanging from the tree in front of the house. They run to hide in the basement, but they are shocked when they find their grandpa's shirt covered in blood on the floor, along with pictures of their real grandparents. They continue to explore and discover the bodies of their real grandparents in the basement, realizing why their fake grandpa had been preventing them from entering. Suddenly, the fake grandpa appears and locks Becca in a room while he takes Taylor and starts torturing him. He enjoys tormenting his victims before finishing them off. The fake grandma attacks Becca, slamming her head into a glass panel, but Becca fights back and manages to use a piece of glass to defeat the fake grandma. She then rushes to rescue her brother and succeeds. The police arrive and rescue them from the house, with their mother accompanying them. And here ends our movie. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and activate the notification bell for updates.